Emergency weather shelters, anyone is welcome. So if you notice a neighbor who is without power who needs to go to that place, that's why we're going to send the location, because it's welcome for everyone.
As temperatures drop and snow moving in this weekend, many places across Central Virginia opening their doors to help those in need. The emergency shelters and warming centers available.
We want the lights back on just as bad as y'all do, because it's cold inside the house and it's cold outside as well.
Dominion Energy line workers, they're making final preps as today's winter storm threatens to bring widespread power outages to the region. Why ice is more dangerous than snow and when crews can expect those outages to begin. Good Saturday morning to you on this 24th day of January. I'm Greg McQuaid, along with my colleague and partner in crime, Mike Stone. You have been busy along with the entire team,
yes.
And I know people are really interested in this forecast.
Okay, a couple of things. First of all, the storm doesn't get here until this evening, okay. So we don't have any problems this morning and for the afternoon. And we already have at the bottom of the screen closings and delays, not only for the weekend, but some places are already closed for Monday as well. The storm's going to come in a few parts. We're going to have snow tonight, and then it's going to change to sleet and then freezing rain tomorrow. So we're going to have accumulating snow with ice on top of it. So outside right now, we have clear to partly cloudy skies. In fact, the next couple of hours, once we get past sunrise, you'll see a little bit of sun, but clouds will increase. We actually have a cold weather advisory in effect until 10 o'clock. We had an Arctic front come through last night. It's been cold and pretty breezy. We're going to have wind chills near or a little bit below zero this morning. In fact, these are the current temperatures: 16 in Richmond, 11 in Louisa, 10 in Orange and Culpeper, 9 up in Stanton. Even our quote-unquote warmer locations are only in the low 20s. We have some wind gusts over 15, even 20 miles an hour, and that's producing feels like temps or wind chills near or below zero. In fact, it feels below zero northwest of Richmond, so it is going to be a really cold morning. Just some clouds right now. There are some radar returns showing up to the west. The air is really dry, so all that's evaporating, but this is the main storm system, and that's going to bring snow into the area for this evening. Look at all of this portion of the country that's under some kind of winter weather alert. The entire Commonwealth is under a winter storm warning from this afternoon through tomorrow night, and into Monday. The precip will end by Monday morning, but we'll be dealing with on Monday all the snow and ice that comes between now and then. So for today, early sunshine, increasing clouds, may get a few snowflakes in here to the metro by about 6 o'clock. The better chance is going to be a couple hours after sunset. A high today of only 25 degrees and still a little bit on the breezy side. So the snow comes in this evening into tonight. We see periods of snow, especially between about 9 p.m. and about 4 a.m. or so. And then the snow starts changing to sleet near North Carolina after midnight. That moves up into the metro tomorrow morning, and then that changes over to freezing rain as we get towards midday and beyond. We may get some plain rain right up against the coast. We're going to have multiple hours tomorrow of freezing rain. That's liquid rain that freezes on impact. So this is going to turn into a major ice storm tomorrow. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit. Greg.
Michael, thanks for the update. It's 6:03 right now. Mayor Danny Avula is declaring a state of emergency ahead of the big snowstorm. Emergency plans are being put in place by officials to help those who are most vulnerable. Joy Foltz has the details on how officials are helping those without a warm place to stay.
With this weekend's winter storm predicted to bring significant snow and ice to the area, localities are prepping to help the unhoused. In Richmond, Mayor Danny Avula announced that starting at 5 p.m. Friday, the Salvation Army's inclement weather shelter opened for those in need, and that the Caritas Surge Shelter and an additional emergency shelter would be, quote, activated during the inclement weather and will operate as needed.
For our emergency weather shelters, anyone is welcome. So if you notice a neighbor who is without power who needs to go to that place, that's why we're going to send the location, because it's welcome for everyone.
Henrico County officials told CBS 6 that while the location of their emergency shelter may change depending on where the need is, they have a tentative plan in place to use a large space in the county.
The Sports and Events Center at 295 and 95 for sheltering operations. But we also have plans in place to be able to provide other services as needed.
Petersburg City announced that their comfort station at the Petersburg Transit area on Washington Street will extend its hours. Starting Saturday at 6 p.m., they will remain open through Monday morning. In Hanover, 3 warming centers will be open for residents starting at 7 a.m. Sunday. The first will be at Beaver Dam Baptist Church, the second at Wind Baptist Church, and the third at Fairmont Christian Church. Chesterfield County staff says while they are not planning to open a shelter to the general public, they are working with different nonprofits and faith-based groups to help those that are unhoused. CBS 6 also reached out to the Department of Social Services, asking how they plan to assist localities following a major weather event. They sent a statement that reads in part, quote, if there are any unmet needs that a locality finds in delivering mass care services, the Virginia Emergency Support Team will work any requests that they receive for support from those localities and coordinate to meet those needs. For CBS 6 News, I'm Joy Foltz.
The mayor's office says details for the Caritas Surge Shelter on Stockton Street and the city emergency shelter will be shared when it is activated. Heading to Henrico County now, where crews they're on high alert as well. The director of public works tells us teams have been prepping since Monday to handle not just the snow, but falling trees and debris from ice and accumulation. Crews will be staged across the county starting today. And once again, Henrico Emergency Management also taking action, preparing to open shelters at the Henrico Sports and Event Center near I-295 and I-95. Chief of Emergency Management warns this is not your average storm.
We have not had anything with this ice potential in at least 30 years. We are expecting widespread, potentially catastrophic power outages, and we cannot emphasize enough that we encourage people to be prepared to be at home with their own food and water supply for at least 72 hours.
The county is also asking everyone to stay off the roads due to the treacherous driving conditions and to let crews do their work. Dominion Energy crews are preparing for the possibility of widespread power outages this weekend. The utility company says the ice will be the biggest problem for keeping the lights on. AJ Nwoko shows us how crews are getting ready.
The first one's in and last one's out.
On a mild Friday in late January,
It's going to be busy, that's for sure.
line workers like Cole Shornack prepare for temperatures to drop and snow and ice to fall as he performs one final check for supplies. Tools necessary for a job he says is filled with a lot to hate.
We want the lights back on just as bad as y'all do, because it's cold inside the house and it's cold outside as well.
But also a lot to love.
Honestly, my favorite thing is getting lights back on.
And widespread outages are all but expected in the aftermath of what is likely to be a significant winter storm.
The snow is one thing, but it's the ice that becomes more problematic. The snow is going to begin, late Saturday, and then we're expecting it to turn to ice midday Sunday, and to start seeing outages, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening.
Dominion spokesperson Craig Carper says it's an all-hands-on-deck situation for the energy company as they finish drawing their game plans for what recovery following the storm looks like. Already, he says, line workers like Cole are asking for patience.
It's going to be very cold over the next week. The governor held a press conference yesterday telling everyone that, it could be a couple of days before secondary roads are drivable.
That's just one location in Henrico. About 20 Dominion bucket trucks and a crew of line workers for each one sit ready to deploy out of a salted parking lot. Carper says what will make the storm more difficult isn't just the outages, which they'll be able to digitally map and track, but what those systems can't show.
We don't have a lot of granular detail. We don't know, for instance, if there's a downed tree blocking your street, any kind of damage or wire. The roads have to be passable for a truck to get by and restore power and do the work.
He says Dominion and their line workers are relying on the public to report as much specific information as possible to help them navigate power restoration.
Knowing that in advance before we get to the scene does speed up the process.
In addition to staying off the roads and avoiding any down power lines, Carper says the best thing you can do now is to download the Dominion Energy app and start charging some of those electronic devices you have ahead of the storm. Another good tip is to go ahead and download the CBS 6 weather app so you can keep up to date on the forecast. That'll do it for now. Here in Henrico, AJ Nwoko, CBS 6 News.
Well, this weekend's winter storm disrupting flights all across the nation already. The travel advisories now in effect from major airlines and what you need to know if you have to reschedule your flight. Mike, what's the latest, my man?
Well, Greg, we have at least another 10 or 12 hours before we start seeing the snow approaching from the west. Over the course of the storm, we're going to have more snow and less ice the farther north and west you are, and less snow and more ice the farther south you are. We'll take you through the weekend hour by hour and talk about our snow and ice totals coming up in just a few moments.
Well, ahead of this weekend's major winter storm, several airlines are allowing people to rebook or cancel flights. United, Delta, American, and Southwest Airlines, they've all released travel advisories offering customers to change plans if they were scheduled to travel over the next few days. The carriers, they're also waiving rebooking fees as long as the rescheduled travel is within a specific amount of days. Mike, would not be bad to head to some warmer climes right about now.
Would not, Greg, but unfortunately there's going to be a large portion of the country that is impacted by this storm. This is how it looks out at the airport right now, where we have clear to partly cloudy skies, and the current temperature is 16 degrees. Winds are out in the north at 15, gusting to 24. It makes it feel like 1 degree. The dew point is -9. This air is really dry. If you're not running a humidifier inside, your indoor relative humidity is probably about 3, 4, 5%. So this air is really dry. We have a cold weather advisory in effect for the next few hours due to the cold air from the Arctic front that came through last night. Feels like temps will range anywhere from about 5 above to 5 below. In fact, these are the current feels like temps. Single numbers here across the metro, but north and west of Richmond, we are below zero. In fact, close to -10 is what it feels like up in Stanton right now. And these are the actual air temperatures. We have that northerly wind coming in. We have teens across the metro, some 20s towards the south. But look at this, to the north and west, 9, 10, 11 degrees or so. The cold front is well through the area. It's bringing in this really cold air from the north. So this storm's going to have a lot of cold air to work with. These are air temperatures to the north and west. It's -14 right now in Minneapolis. And for us, we're running about a good 20 to 25 degrees colder than 24 hours ago. And these are wind chills, -9 in D.C., -13 in Pittsburgh, -26 in Chicago, and close to -30 up in Green Bay. So this is some serious cold weather. But as we mentioned, the air is really dry. So all this stuff that you see here on radar, that's not reaching the ground. Those are just some cloud elements. It is reaching the ground out by about Memphis or so. And we have winter storm warnings for the entire Commonwealth all the way back towards the west. If you're traveling farther south and west of our viewing area, we'll run into ice storm warnings. But for us, the entire Commonwealth underneath that winter storm warning. It starts this afternoon. It'll really start to pick up, though, in terms of the storm tonight into tomorrow morning. And this will last into Sunday, and we'll be dealing with the effects of it into Monday as well. So the hour-by-hour forecast, a little bit of sunshine this morning, thickening clouds, highs this afternoon, low to mid to upper 20s. Have those wind chills in the single numbers and teens during the day. Here comes the snow in western Virginia. By late this afternoon, early evening, again, the front edge of this may not reach the ground immediately, but then we'll start seeing the snow working across central Virginia after 7 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11 or so. Look at that. We're in the teens to around 20 degrees. Periods of snow overnight. Around midnight or so, we're going to start bringing some warmer air in aloft, and that'll change the snow to sleet, ice pellets, down towards the North Carolina line. And that sleet transition zone will work up into the metro by about daybreak tomorrow. Still snow to the north and west. And then towards the southeast, we start seeing that change over to freezing rain. That's liquid rain that freezes on impact. That moves northwest into the metro, and right along the coast we may get some plain rain tomorrow afternoon, but pretty much once you come inland, it's either going to be sleet or freezing rain all afternoon tomorrow as temperatures stay in the 20s. Right up against the coast, make it up to about 33, 34, 35 tomorrow afternoon, and then this precipitation will start to wind down tomorrow evening, get out of here for tomorrow night. Snowfall accumulations, we have not changed this map for the last 48 hours, but depending on the exact transition time as we go from snow to sleet to freezing rain, we may be on the lower end of some of these totals. So an inch or two right near the North Carolina border, maybe up to about 3 or 4 in the Tri-Cities. Across Richmond, at least about 4 to 5, might get a little bit more than that, especially north of Richmond. Far north and west, at least about 8 inches of snow. We could see over a foot across northern and northwestern Virginia. But the bigger problem going into Sunday and Sunday night is going to be the freezing rain causing icing across a lot of the area. Northern neck back through the metro. metro, and this could create widespread and prolonged power outages Sunday night into Monday. And as we talked about a little while ago, those power outages could last multiple days. And then look at the temperatures as we go across the week ahead, 20s to around 30 degrees. Overnight lows will be in the single digits to around 10 degrees or so. And we may have a few snow showers on Thursday. We'll be right back.
Now, from CBS 6, the Weather Authority, meteorologist Mike Stone.
Just about 6:20 here on your Saturday morning. There's a cold weather advisory in effect for the next few hours for much of the area due to the cold air and the strong wind gusts we've had, creating some nasty wind chills. Air temperatures now between about 10 and 22 degrees across our viewing area, and feels like temps near or below zero, especially the farther north and west you go. There's a winter storm warning in effect from this afternoon through Monday for the storm that's going to come in later today into tonight and Sunday. We'll start getting some snow into far western Virginia by late afternoon. That'll start working into central Virginia during the evening. We'll see periods of snow this evening and tonight. Then the snow will change to sleet pellets from south to north tonight into tomorrow morning, then eventually over to freezing rain during the day on Sunday. And during the afternoon, we'll have some sleet far north and west, freezing rain most of the area, and probably some plain rain right up against the coast. The temperatures there get a little bit above freezing, but the rest of us will stay in the 20s to around 30 tomorrow afternoon. For the metro, the snow arrives this evening and lasts for tonight. It changes to sleet around daybreak tomorrow morning, and then we'll start seeing the sleet changing to freezing rain by noon, and that'll last through the afternoon and into the evening. These are the snowfall accumulations again, and combined with the sleet up to 4 inches south of Richmond, about 4 to 8 from the city northward, and then farther north and west 8 to 12. And then we'll be looking at the potential for some significant icing here going into tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, and Monday morning.